Ashley Benefield verdict. Jury makes decision in ballerina case. Manatee County jury found Ashley Benefield guilty of manslaughter. She was remanded into the custody of the Manatee County Sheriff's Office. Of handcuffs clicking shut reverberated through a Manatee County courtroom late Tuesday night at the conclusion of the Ashley Benefield trial. Family of Doug Benefield, a naval pilot officer who was shot and killed by his estranged wife in Lakewood Ranch in September 2020. The sound was of ringing justice. The sound was as good as the sight. Tommy Benefield, Doug Benefield's cousin and a witness in the trial, said about watching Ashley Benefield be handcuffed, taken into the custody of the Manatee County Sheriff's Office, and led out of the courtroom. Almost 7 hours of deliberations, a 6-person jury returned with a verdict of guilty of manslaughter, a lesser offense than the second-degree murder charge for Ashley Benefield, 32. They found that the former ballerina possessed and discharged a gun and, as a result, killed Doug Benefield. The verdict was read out in a mostly empty courtroom, with Doug Benefield's family filling half the gallery, compared to how full the benches had been just hours before and throughout the trial. After 5 days of testimony, sidebars and objections, the prosecution and defense gave closing arguments early Tuesday afternoon. In a case that has captured public interest, the former ballerina claimed she shot her estranged husband in self-defense, fearing for her life. The prosecution argued Ashley Benefield killed her husband in order to prevent him from learning she had no intention of reconciling their marriage and that her goal was to be a single mother with sole custody of their daughter. The jury, made of 5 women and 1 man, began deliberations around 4 p.m. Tuesday afternoon as slashing, torrential rain and dime-sized hail pelted outside the Manatee County Judicial Center. They were tasked with deciding whether Ashley Benefield shot and killed her estranged husband in cold blood, or whether she acted in self-defense as a woman desperate to escape domestic abuse. 6 hours of deliberations, the jury said they couldn't reach a unanimous verdict. The judge asked if they wanted to come back in the morning to continue deliberations, but the jury decided to stay. Benefield trial. Former ballerina testifies during 4th day of murder trial. Trial coverage. Defense rests their case. Call mental health counselor. Less than an hour later, they delivered their verdict. Doug Benefield's family reacts to verdict. Defense declines comment. Benefield's defense attorney, Neil Taylor, inched closer to his client when the verdict was read by the court clerk, offering her comfort and support. Benefield remained solemn as the verdict was read. Her face revealed none of the emotions she'd displayed on the stand 4 days earlier. Defense and prosecution made arguments about whether to remand her to the custody of the Manatee County Sheriff's Office. The Lakewood Ranch mother bent her head over a piece of paper, scribbling a note. Tried to keep his client out on bond before the sentencing hearing, arguing she has connections to the community, no prior criminal history, and she'd appeared at every court hearing up to the trial. Assistant State Attorney Suzanne O'Donnell pointed out that Ashley Benefield had more at stake with the conviction as she potentially faces up to 30 years in prison. County Circuit Court. Judge Matt White ordered that Ashley Benefield be taken into custody until the sentencing hearing, which is expected to be scheduled within the next few months.